Hello, peace. How y'all doing, Taurus? Lady T here. I'm here to send you guys an abundance of peace, love, life, prosperity, health, and wealth. I hope y'all have been doing amazing. This is going to be a reading for November the 6th through the 12th. So let's see what's going on with the Tauruses. Make sure you check the description box below. All my information's down there. How to book with me, my social media, blah, blah, blah. All that good stuff, right? So Taurus, let's jump straight into it. I didn't get too many downloads before your reading this time, Taurus, which I thought was kind of interesting. But that could be signifying that you're just in a state this week of it is what it is. Whatever happens, let's go. Blank slate. That's what it feels like, a blank slate. Ooh, well, that flew. So let's see what comes out for you guys. They literally flew to the side. And if it's a glare, my bad. But y'all can see, right? So starting off, we have Temptation, which is card 15. Some of you could be born on the 15th or the 6th, but I feel like you could be in this energy of being really tempted this week to possibly revert to old ways. But I feel like it's like a blessing in disguise here that's happening with you guys, where you pass this test because you don't revert back to your old ways, or something just it isn't, you don't give in to the bullshit, right? So it's like, because you don't give in to it, you get this wish fulfillment. With, you see, fulfillment of wishes, right? Something great happens because you're rewarded because you passed the test. But even though you receive whatever it is that you do receive, it puts you in this state of emotionally like withdrawing. It really feels like a state of gratitude, and you might be feeling some type of way because you always can't share your success or your blessings with the people that may be around you, because it's not always received as a blessing from their perspective. You could kind of feel some type of energy coming from them when you do get blessed up like this, right? Some of you guys could be born on the 9th or the 8th. But if you look at these numbers, you have, 15 reduces to 6. So you have 6, 9, and 8. 6 is about balancing out, moderation, nurturing, loving energy. 9 is about things coming to a completion and something new starting. And the more you receive, you do need to give. I'm not trying to say give all your stuff away, but it's like balancing of karma. You have to pay it forward, and that's how you can continuously receive blessings, right? And then you have 8 here. And 8 is all about being in the flow and the ebb and the flow of the universe, of your ancestors, your spirit guides, God, whoever you resonate with. It's about you're really in sync with them once, even more after you receive the blessing here. And it really puts you in a state of gratitude. 8 also signifies abundance. Like, you guys, whatever it is that breaks through for you this week, after literally not succumbing to the temptation that's been at hand, is nothing more than like this beautiful blessings that's like, oh, I feel like a lot of you, it's a long time coming, and you're like, finally. And so it's just excitement here, it's joy here. For some of you, you could have been having like transportation issues that's just coming through, or something to do with possibly like a trip or something. And then all of a sudden, I can't talk. All of a sudden, like, something breaks through and everything happens for you. Woo, sensuality is coming up. I feel like the temptation in the test that you passed is actually like a sexual one. You could be feeling very tantalizing, right? Desire. And then we have relationship to self. So you pass this test, this sexual, sensual test, kind of like a siren or someone who's trying to like lure you in. You pass this test because you literally could be like, oh my gosh, I'm struggling. I just need some, whew, you know what I'm talking about. And you realize like the people that is presenting themselves to you, they just might not be the one, or the person that is trying to tempt you just might not be the one. and you pass the test by not doing anything with them because you're like, you know what, this might not be a good decision, and that's where your reward comes in. But for those of you who are that was for single people, but for those of you who are actually in a relationship, I feel like Spirit is wanting you guys to become more intimate with one another. Yes, sexuality is one thing, but this says sensuality. And intimacy is everything, all of the above. The way you guys can cook together, the way you guys communicate, and things like that. So, Spirit is telling you to like really crank up the sensuality in your relationship and ignore the outside distractions. And pour into your relationship, and that's where your wish fulfillment comes in, and then you guys both get into this state of like withdrawal. I feel like for some of you who are connected, I'm going to be completely honest with you, that because you're lacking the intimacy and you're not like cheating or going outside of whatever the parameters of your relationship is, even though you want to so bad, you get a reward because Spirit knows it's hard. But this also puts you in this emotional withdrawal state where you're like, am I with the one? Do they fulfill me? Can we talk about it? Because there's something that your spirit, that your soul is desiring, and your partner is not fulfilling it. And this can go for the single people too. Your soul is literally desiring something, and it's a soul connection. I mean, you can you can have sex, you can do all the physical things, but when there's not that emotional and spiritual connection, there's an emptiness here. So Spirit is pushing you into this emotional withdrawal to make you to tap in more to the relationship you have with yourself. Because if you don't even know what you want, if you can't recognize what your soul's desiring, if you can't honor yourself in regards to what your soul is, your spirit is desiring, this is why Spirit is making you get into this emotional withdrawal as well, to check yourself. So let's keep going. Let's get the tarot out now and see what's good with the Taurus this week. It's recognizing what your desires are, recognizing what your soul actually wants, and stop doing the opposite and stop keeping your mouth closed about what it is that you want. You got the Two of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, Two of Cups, Four of Swords, Death card, Scorpio season, big bow. Okay, let me sip some coffee. This is going to be a big week. I'm going to be honest with you, with the overall energy being the Death card. And that's the only sign we have here, which is Scorpio energy. Scorpio season, not only this week, but the remainder of the season is taking you through this deep transformation of self, realizing what it is you want, putting that into action, and getting in alignment. My left ear is popping, and it feels like, when you go on an airplane and your ears start to pop, my left ear is popping, and that represents, the left side of our body represents feminine energy. So I feel like your spirit is calling for you to tap into your feminine energy for the women. You know what I mean? Like really connect with your intuition and your womb space to understand who you are and who you are becoming, even if you don't know this week. You could be looking at the past like you missed an opportunity for a loving relationship, or you missed an opportunity for a happy family dynamic, right? And you could be beating yourself up about, did I make the right decision? Am I making the right decisions? Baby, the past is the past. The longer you stay in the past, the longer your present is going to stay stagnant, okay? Shoulda, coulda, woulda, it did not. So if you're harping on the past, that means that, you could be revisiting and relearning a lesson that you should have learned connected to whatever it is you're reminiscent, I can't talk, of in your past. So if you find yourself missing someone, you missed the lesson. Let me repeat that. If you find yourself missing someone, you miss the lesson. And that's why it's in your subconscious. So instead of thinking of the person that you're missing, because this is clearly saying the past is the past, think about what it is that you were supposed to learn about yourself in that connection that you did not. Now, others of you could be thinking about, I just heard, I'm trying to figure out how to get this money by Monday. Huh? You know what I'm saying? A lot of you could be thinking about missed opportunities when it comes to finances, when it comes to being able to provide and sustain your family. A lot of you could be a little disappointed in your mate that they're making the wrong decisions when it comes to financial stability, of the opportunities that present itself. So it's putting you in this situation and in this mind state of being a little concerned and worried. But I'm here to tell you that Spirit is going to be bringing you out of this concerned state. Spirit is going to be bringing you out of this worried state, okay? If there's not a lot of action going on this week, it's because Spirit is wanting you to really tap in and check into self. I feel like you're going to be presented with an opportunity to not only financially help your family out, but as well as help you out emotionally this week. And it could be a part of the fulfillment of wishes. I don't see like a new relationship forming for those of you who are single. But I do see someone maybe out offering to take you out on a date or something. And this is a part of that temptation where it's like, damn, do I go even though they don't really align with me and my future? But it's a lesson learned. I feel like this is a week of lessons and paying attention to the energies that present themselves and being able to use discernment when it's like, yes, you should contract with that energy, or no, you should not. A lot of you, the past is like, is trying to hold you there. But in all actuality, if you are in a connection and if you're in a relationship and you're looking to the past and thinking like, where did things go wrong? Am I in the right place? Am I getting what my soul desiring? That is telling you right now that you're not, because you're questioning it. So if you find yourself in that state, I'm going to need you to balance your emotions out and then have a very deep, honest conversation with not only yourself, but with the person you're in a relationship with, to see if you can come to some resolve. The opportunity is there to fix it. Look at the middle of the reading. It's the 10 of Cups. It's the happy foundation. It's the happy family. For the singles of you, this is about you asking and questioning yourself about how you're going to move forward and not allow certain energies to rule you by lust only. And then the rest of you is, being left empty. Your soul, your spirit, your emotions. Anybody can do the physical act. Anybody can, make it do what it do, okay? But what is the rest of you are you getting fulfilled? Clearly is no. Recognizing and deciding what aligns with you and what does not align with you. Focusing on your relationship with self and not missing any more opportunities that come in, but you're too stuck in the past to see that it's here. Not being afraid of being vulnerable and speaking your truth. This week is going to be heavy, y'all. I wasn't expecting this, you know what I'm saying? But ain't nothing to it but to go through it, honey. Ain't nothing to it but to do it, okay? Go through this energy. Understand what it is that you need to see. Open up that heart. Open up your mouth and speak your truth, honey. When you're in this withdrawn type energy, it's because Spirit is trying to show you something. Like, let me show you something. Let me bring you to a self-realization. Let's align you with more of what you deserve. Oh, honey, this is deep. I didn't expect this. The rewards are here for passing the test. Let's get you an African goddess oracle. And we have Iset. Can you see it? and it says surrender. This is card 44. 44 reduces to 8. 8 is all about being in alignment with the abundance, right? And 4, it represents stability. Being in alignment with yourself, being in alignment with the universe, being in alignment with the ebb and flow, like I was talking about before. Understanding that stability looks different for everyone. And what does your stability look like? Does someone bring you emotional stability? Does someone bring you spiritual, physical, mental stability? Or are they just getting one piece of the pie when, baby, you the whole pie? You feel me? Let me read this for you. Iset is the goddess of the spiritual surrender. She's from Nubia in Egypt. She's the temple of the high priestess and the element of the bush. Bush, greenery, right? That's you. That's earth sign energy. Goddess Iset is revered, as a magical healer and a sorceress. She of 10,000 names, you may know her as Isis. Her Greek name is Aset, or Wuset. Iset was worshipped in the ancient Nubia, Egypt, and beyond. Let it all go. Say it out loud now. I surrender. That's that emotional, withdrawal. Like sit with yourself. I surrender. These words cast a spell. Breathe them in. Take some deep breaths and just tell it. Speak it out loud, you guys. I surrender. Release control. Stop bonding. And stop bonding around struggle. Hand the keys to the divine. Allow spirit to carry you and fill the gaps. You don't have to figure it all out. God and goddesses has your back. Have faith in where you are in this moment. Your declaration right now is everything I need to know finds me at the perfect time. Everything you need to know finds you at the perfect time. Remember I was saying you was looking in the past like shoulda, coulda, woulda, why? You'll understand why this week. You'll understand why certain times in your life you went through X, Y, and Z, because it's reflecting and coming up to this point right here for you to dispose of it, learn from it, heal from it, learn the lesson, and keep it moving. Learning the lesson and receiving the blessing. I think that's the title of it. Well, I really hope y'all enjoyed this. I'm going to wrap it up here. Be on the lookout for your weeklies. Remember, I do Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube for free readings. So come check your sis out. Check your sun, moon, and rising. And I really hope this resonated. Thank you so much. Peace, love, and light.